Hello, once again, this is Antonio, and I'm coming at you with another exciting video. So what I want to point out in this video is this. Some people are delusional, and I just think that they just need to take a wrench because the boat is loose in their head, and they need to, tighten up the bolts in their head. Here's a person who wants freedoms. He's on probation. He's begging the judge for leniency. He's begging the judge not to send him back to jail. But he won't stop smoking marijuana, as if in the state of Texas, marijuana is legal. It's legal in a lot of places, but it's not legal in Texas, which is the third largest state in the United States of America. And it's not, no, I'm sorry, I got that wrong. Texas is the second largest, Alaska is the largest. I had to think about that. I almost wrong. Texas is the second largest state. Alaska is the largest. But what I'm referencing is this guy would not stop smoking marijuana. And he's on probation, and he haven't reported the probation since 2020. You talking about diabolical. So the judge is like, why shouldn't they send you to jail for 2 years? And his attorney is good. He's saying, oh, I think he learned his lesson. What lesson have he learned when he haven't even reported the probation? You think he deserves freedoms? No, he don't deserve freedoms. Right? But nevertheless, this is Antonio with Team Tiggio. Please like, comment, subscribe, as we're going to keep pumping out videos on this channel. And once again, let's dive into the video.
Same Alexis Daniel Sanchez, who was placed on deferred adjudication in 2018 CR 12909W for the offense of tampering with evidence with intent to impair on December 7, 2018 for a period of 2 years. Is that you?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, state.
Yes, Your Honor. Filing condition number 2, it's the first one, Your Honor. On or about the 28th day of March 2019, Bear County, Texas, the defendant Alexis Daniel Sanchez did then and there illegally use a controlled substance, namely marijuana, violation condition number 2.
How do you plead to that? True or not true?
True. Your Honor, we'll waive the remaining violation.
Any objections to the waivers?
No objections, Judge.
Just one moment. Did you understand by pleading true to violation of condition number 2, court could find it true, grant the motion, find you guilty, sentence you up to 10 years in prison and up to a $10,000 fine? Knowing that, do you still wish to plead true to violation of condition number 2? Court will find violation of condition number 2 true. Is there a proposed agreement?
There's a proposed agreement, Your Honor. It
Yes.
is to deny the motion to enter adjudication of guilt, continue the individual on his deferred, extend him for 5 years. He expired in December of 2020, Your Honor, and that's hence we're asking for an additional year from today, a year and a couple months from today, for that extension, Your Honor, and to comply with any and all other conditions of deferred.
That is the agreement, Judge.
All right. Can you raise your right hand for me, please? You solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes.
All right, you can lower your hand, state your name for the record.
Alexis Daniel Sanchez.
All right, what have you done on probation?
What have I done?
Yes.
The requirements.
Have you completed anything?
I paid $1,300. I
Speak
paid
up, please.
$1,300 of the $1,767 for my probation. I need to get community service and my GED.
Okay, so I don't have a trial court certification.
I need to fill that out, Judge.
All right, if you'll grab that
I
for
will.
me, please. There on the site. Why won't you stop using marijuana?
I get obviously it's like
Okay, I'm sorry, you're gonna need to speak up because I can't hear you.
clinical like pressure, but I get depressed. So I just try to drown out my problems with the
Do you have a
No,
prescription for that?
no, I didn't.
So we're back to you using marijuana. How old are you?
But I believe that was I it helps me in no way. It just gets me in more trouble. That I've already started to try to stop. That time I go back, and then I'm like, no, I don't need it no more. So I stop.
Here's the thing, if I follow this agreement, you're going into inpatient treatment. Because you won't stop using marijuana.
No, I will be going there. I will. I have. I'm just trying to get back to my work and help my family.
No, don't do the I'm trying to help my family thing with me. And let me just tell you why. Because you could have been helping your family, but you made a choice. You said, can I help my family or should I use marijuana? And your answer has always been, you're going to use marijuana. And I can tell you right now, probation wants you revoked because you haven't done anything. All you've been doing is using marijuana. That's all you do. They tried to put you in outpatient treatment, and I understand they said you couldn't sign for it because you were not 18. Then when you became 18, they still tried to put you in treatment, and you're constantly being unsuccessfully discharged and you're constantly using marijuana. So this whole thing about I need marijuana to level me out, that's not going to be happening here. So you have a choice today. And your choice is I can revoke you and I'll give you 2 years. Or you're going to seriously do probation in this court. And seriously doing probation in this court is you not using marijuana. I don't know why people think that's legal in Texas. It is not legal in Texas. You're not allowed to use it.
Yes.
So do you want to go to prison?
Your Honor.
Then why do you behave as though you do?
As, at the time I was young, and as I've grown older, I've come to realize that I need to change the things and stop being in the mindset of a kid.
Do you have children?
Your Honor.
Okay, that's a good thing. And then it shows here, from what I'm looking at, that you're unemployed.
No, I'm not unemployed.
Well, why didn't you tell probation you had employment?
I did tell him I had I worked at Hudson. I've been working at Hudson's Embroidery since 2019. And it's just
I think
like
the last time you reported, Judge, was before October 2020. So it's been a few years.
yeah, I still work there. I currently still
Okay,
have a
here's the
job.
thing. I don't even know why should I follow this agreement. We haven't seen you since 2020.
Still have a job there, and it's,
No, I mean, but we haven't seen you since 2020. Why should I be following this?
How? Judge, I don't know how much context I can give, but
Oh, I need a lot of context because we haven't seen him since 2020. And the only thing I know about him is that he won't stop using marijuana. And obviously he prefers prison.
I think he's at a different place. I think he'd be willing to do whatever conditions are asked of him. I understand that he should have done it then. He was 17 years old without seeing discovery. He waived indictment. He entered a plea within a month of his arrest. And
Who did that?
I don't want to get into it on the record, but what I heard from him was troubling. And
Well, do we have proof of this? That he entered a plea without discovery?
that he didn't review it. And I reviewed the underlying case, Your Honor, and I don't want to get too far into it, but there was no Miranda warnings. The whole case is based on a statement. I didn't swallow it, I chewed it as chewing marijuana. So he chewed some marijuana. He's the one that called 911 that day when his friend was evading arrest. And I understand it's still bad. He still admitted to it. It probably should have never been pled to, but it was. And he is asking for a shot at probation, Judge. And I understand he took that at 17, but I don't think he was fully aware at the age of 17 as he should have been. And as he's grown older, perhaps he forgot, perhaps he got so caught up with work, but I think he's at a different place and he's a different person now.
Just 1 second, because this is before my time on the bench.
Judge, I prepared a memo when I was approaching the state earlier. It details some of the evidence in the underlying case and the problems.
Any objection?
No objection. I viewed that earlier, Judge, as a motion to, I think.
It's a request for a term unsat, but
We're not going to term that.
yes, that's when I was trying to negotiate, and that's why I didn't file it. I just hand delivered it to the state, but it gives some context as to what I'm talking about and some of the underlying evidence that I reviewed when I was appointed on, or when I was hired on the MTR.
All right, I am looking at the judgment. And according to the judgment, the offense date was November 2nd, 2018.
I believe so, Your Honor.
And he entered a plea December 7th, 2018.
Yes, that's my understanding. That's why it's the W is waiver of indictment.
All right. And I see from your document that you prepared for the court, an officer says, I could type it out and then they could sign it if you want. I don't know the legality of a 14-year-old though.
His brother was in cuffs sitting next to him. He was in the car as well.
Yeah, that's the whole reason. I called
You
it
probably
the-
need to be quiet.
Sorry.
And we're asking you to extend, Judge, and I understand that it's phrased like term unsaid because it was using it for negotiation, but we came to that agreed recommendation to the court.
All right, probation. What inpatient treatment can he be placed in?
There aren't any pending cases or anything like that, so, either status to address his alcohol, drug, or his drug dependence. And then, I don't know if you want to, he says depression, I don't know if you wanna have a MIC evaluation for us to dive deeper into that, to see if he needs any other help, but, for status, he will need at least 1 year remaining on his probation.
All right. This court would deny the motion to alter the main conditions, extend for 3 years. There's to be a TAP evaluation in custody, follow TAP recommendations. But I'm gonna want inpatient treatment of SADC to start with. Field visits 1 time per month for 3 months, a MIC evaluation, and you know what? Go ahead and refer him to felony drug court too. And there's to be proof of employment within 40 days of release. There's been no employment as a home health care provider or with minors. How far did you go in school?
9th grade.
All right. Do you have your GED?
I could get my GED within 3 months of me.
So you don't have it? So what do you do at your work?
I'm the assistant for my manager, where I, provide all the work orders, line up the work for for the employees at the job, handle customer service, call customers on the phone, handle emailing, and things like that, where we do a lot of things for Bear County, for the CPS.
All right. I'm gonna do 250 hours of community service restitution. You're gonna obtain your GED, or either you're gonna get some sort of certification from a trade school. And once he completes that, then the community service hours will become satisfied. Now, specifically, what do you do?
Specifically, I'm the manager's assistant with handling all work orders related to Hudson's embroidery. Hudson's embroidery.
Hudson's embroidery? All right. So there'll be proof of employment.
You need an address, Your Honor. It's
No. Within 40 days of release, there's to be no employment as a home health care provider or with minors. Probation, is there anything else?
Judge, I would like to point out that it says 80 hours of community service and, if you want the 250 in addition to that,
Yes.
okay, and then, Judge, with the extension of 3 years, that would only put him at 2023. So are you saying you want 3 years from now, or?
3 years from now. Let me see what he has left.
7 years?
Yes. Is there anything else you need from the court? Probation, is there anything else he needs?
No, Judge.
All right, so I want you to hear me and hear me clearly. I wasn't the person who placed you on probation. This is before my time.
yes, ma'am.
In this court, marijuana is not allowed because guess what? It's illegal and you're not supposed to be committing any new offenses. From here on out, everything that you do, you have choices to make.
Yes, sir.
You know, is marijuana worth potentially going to prison for 10 years? Well, people say no, but you're acting like it is.
Changed my life, so I have to goals I want to accomplish and things I want to do.
I cannot hear a word you're saying.
I have goals I want to accomplish and things I want to do with my life, and that's holding me back from doing that. Like my main focus right now is just to continue my work, to go to the gym and join the church so I can better my life and find a community where I'm able to think positively and not continue to fall back into the same places I've fallen before.
All right, if you're back here, that's what you're looking at. Do you understand? All right, thank you.
Thanks, Judge.
Good luck to you.
Have a seat, sir.
Okay. Thank you for all who tuned into this video. Let me know straight up. How do you feel about this case? Do you feel that this guy did everything he was supposed to do when it came down to this, to maintaining his freedom? And I'm going to tell you straight up, no, he did not. And don't attempt to do this if you don't have a good attorney. You haven't reported to probation for basically 4 years. And the probation officers are requesting jail time for you. Your lawyer saying, oh, you have learned your lesson. How? What lesson did you learn? What steps did you take to improve your path to freedom? You haven't proven anything. You haven't tried anything. You are on the outside looking in to your freedom. You need to get out there and understand that this is a real world and you will not stop smoking marijuana. The judge is like, if I test you right now, what's going to come up? How you learned your freedom? You lucky. Some judges like Judge Simpson would have remanded you 2 years straight up without thinking 2 seconds about it. People need to stop playing with judges because judges are not playing with them. A judge got a lot of power. A lot of power. And judges started off as lawyers. Don't forget that as well. So they know the law very, very well. And they remember faces. They remember the people that appeared in front of them. They remembered you. But nonetheless, this is Antonio with Team Tiggio. Please like, comment, subscribe. As we're going to be coming to you more and more videos in the future. And once again, we will see you in the next video.